Have you ever found yourself scrolling online, just kind of wondering how people are actually making a living from their laptops? Well, today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to break down 5 practical, real-world ways you can start earning online. Seriously, let's get right into it. I think this quote really sets the stage perfectly. In this digital age, it's not always the most talented person who wins. The person who really succeeds is the one who knows how to use the tech we have, the right way. So it really shifts the focus from just being the best to being the smartest with the tools you've got. So let's talk about these new rules, right? The whole idea that a traditional 9-to-5, 8-hour workday is the only path to making a living, well, that's just becoming ancient history. Earning a living online isn't some far-off dream anymore. For millions of people, it's just reality. But with so many options out there, it can feel a little overwhelming. Like, where do you even start? Don't worry, we're going to focus on 5 of the most solid pathways to get you going. Okay, so here's our roadmap. We're going to kick things off with what you already have, your own knowledge and your own skills. Then, we'll dive into the world of selling products, both other people's and your own. And to wrap it up, we'll look at the high-potential, high-reward world of tech and AI.
All right, let's start with the 2 paths that are probably closest to home for most of us. These are all about leveraging what you already know and the skills you already possess.
First up, we've got content creation. And honestly, this is probably the most accessible starting point for pretty much anyone. It's really just about sharing what you know or what you love online. You seriously don't need to be a world-class expert. If you're passionate about something, I guarantee you there's an audience out there waiting for it. But, okay, how do you actually turn those views into cash? Well, once you start building that audience, the money can follow in a few ways, through ad revenue, affiliate links, or even deals with brands. The key thing to remember here is pretty simple. Build a community first, and the income opportunities will come. Now, our second pathway is freelancing, and this is a much more direct way to earn money. Instead of building an audience over time, you're just selling a specific, marketable skill directly to clients who need it for a project, right now. So what kinds of skills are we talking about? Well, think about things like writing, translation, graphic design, data analysis, or even coding. If you've got skills in any of these areas, there are people online actively looking to hire you. Your existing expertise can be turned directly into income. And you don't have to go searching for these clients all on your own. There are online marketplaces like Upwork, Fiverr, and for our viewers in Vietnam, Vlance, that are built specifically to connect freelancers like you with projects. They're basically the new job boards for the digital age. Okay, we've covered selling your skills and your knowledge. Now, let's pivot and talk about the huge world of e-commerce. This is where we shift from offering services to selling actual products.
First in this category is affiliate marketing. Just think of yourself as a commission-based salesperson, but it's all online. You promote or review a product, you share a special link, and whenever someone buys through that link, boom, you earn a cut. And the absolute best part? You never have to buy, store, or ship a single item yourself. No inventory headaches.
And what's really cool is that getting started is easier than ever before. Big platforms like Shopee and TikTok have affiliate programs built right in. You could literally find a product you like on their app and start promoting it today. It's that accessible.
Now, if you want to sell products yourself, you basically have 2 main options. First, you can source them. That means you buy and hold the inventory. This gives you way more control, but it also comes with higher risk, and you need more cash up front. The second option is drop shipping. That's where you sell a product and the supplier ships it directly to your customer. It's much lower risk to start, but you also have less control over the product itself.
Now listen up, because this is a really crucial point for anyone thinking about e-commerce. In today's crowded online market, it's not really about having the cheapest price anymore. It's about having the best content. The people who are winning are the ones creating awesome videos, compelling descriptions, and marketing that actually makes people want to buy. Your content is what makes you stand out from the crowd. All right, our 5th and final pathway is definitely the most advanced, but it could also be the most lucrative. This isn't just about a side hustle. This is about building a dedicated career in the high-tech world. This path requires a real commitment, a dedication to learning specialized skills like software development, data science, or artificial intelligence. It's a long-term play for sure, but the potential rewards are just massive.
And you can really see the whole effort versus reward thing laid out here. Content creation and freelancing, they're easier to jump into, but the income can be a bit up and down. E-commerce is a step up from that. But the tech and AI path, while it's the toughest to break into, it offers the highest and, importantly, the most stable income potential in the long run. So you should really think of this path as a serious investment in your future. It is a challenging journey, no doubt about it. But for those who are willing to commit to that long-term learning, it can be incredibly rewarding.
So we've covered 5 completely different ways to make money online. And I bet you might be wondering, okay, great, but where do I actually start? How do I take that very first step?
Let's end on this thought. The opportunities, they are everywhere. The real challenge for so many of us is just getting started. The biggest thing holding us back is often just our own hesitation.
So, instead of asking, how can I get rich quick, try asking yourself a much better, much more powerful question, where can I begin? Just look back at the 5 paths we talked about. What is one small thing you could do today to start your journey? That's really the only question that matters.